What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So I'm doing 2 videos today, and I tell you what, yesterday I felt terrible. I had like 101 fever, and I feel about 90% today. I'm not as congested. I can actually talk today, and I feel really good. I mean, I need to stay and hide in quarantine. I tested negative, but they said, I could have tested positive 3 or 4 days from now, or 2 days, once my viral load was a lot higher with the PCR. So my diagnosis was upper respiratory infection related to COVID-19 exposure. I probably was exposed to it. I mean, there's some nasty bugs out there. It is what it is. I get to hide for a little bit and be in my realm over here in my lair while I'm posting dividend investing videos and making dividend investing strategies for myself and revealing these things like my E-Trade dividend portfolio to you guys. So I have a few things, updates on this. I know I did discuss land and store capital. So I'm going to explain a few things why I sold land and my dividend income that I have with store. There's also something very interesting with I real estate crowdfund on Fundrise. I also do crowdfunding on Start Engine and WeFunder, and I also have my affiliate link in the description below. And I really like to crowdfund because there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of growth for companies. They get bought off, they get sold, and some of them even distribute dividends in the long run. So, I mean, that's long term, but that's some of my play money, and I'll explain to you what I plan on doing possibly with one of my monthly dividend stocks. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Make sure you smash that like button, and let's check this out right now. Right here on my E-Trade dividend portfolio, I have an account of $34,000. I have some cash purchasing power of $22.33 because I sold land and went to store. And here's a few things that I need to really focus on. And again, I have a goal to make $1,000 to $3,000 a month on my monthly dividends and $2,000 to $4,000 a month on my quarterly dividends. And right here, I'm at the $105 mark, and that's probably related to monthly dividends. So, and this is a pretty good quarter right here. January, April, July, and October. I'm reaching the $200 mark with that month. So that's estimated income. But here's the thing. So I'll show you the dividend growth rate of store and land and why I made the decision. There's another one that is a problem and becoming a problem. I have to make some decisions, and I have some extra money left over that I have from my crowdfunding thing that I invested in. I'll go over that shortly. So WPC carry is one. I only have 21 shares, and these guys are sitting at $80.85. I bought the dip on these guys. I have a great dividend yield. So there's a few decisions I have to make, and I'm not going to sell them, obviously, but I need to get more shares. I mean, I'm making an estimated income of 2308 with these guys, which is great. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm buying a new share at the end of the year, which is great, but again, I want that strategy of 100 shares. I need to get to 100 shares. Could it be, something I invest in the long run to get to 100 shares? Absolutely. And I bought the dip in these guys, and I'm probably going to hold them. The other thing that I'm revealing to you is store capital. I sold land. Now they terminate the executive chairman. Who cares? It's next man up. That's the best way I see it. They're sitting at $33.88. I'll go over why I sold land in a second. But store, I have 94.66 shares. And again, I was telling you guys that my goal was to get to 100 shares and go from there. I mean, look at this estimating income. This is quarterly. So store right now is 33.85. I'm getting quarterly income of 36.45. So I'm basically buying a new share at the moment. I'm buying 4. And, once I get to 100, there's going to be a lot of damage. Now, I'm going to show you with Main Street Capital. This is one that I probably need to get to 100 shares. And I have to make some decisions and think about this, because I really think that Main's one that I need to get to 100 shares and start doing some damage. So this is a monthly dividend stock. This is probably the best business development company out there. It's sitting at $44.91. I was considering selling WPC Carry and throwing into Main. I mean, that may happen. I have to really think about a few things. But let me just show you and explain to you why I like Store Capital over Land and why it's my type of dividend stock to buy versus Land. I mean, Land is a great monthly dividend stock, but there's a few things that I don't like about Store, and I don't like about Land, but I like Store way better than Land, and I'll show that to you real quick. So I'm going to go to Seeking Alpha. This is a little bit more in depth. So the FFO is 3.08%. I like going to Seeking Alpha when it comes to FFO, especially on REITs. It makes life easier. Dividend growth rate is 4.93%. Dividend growth rate FY1 4.62. Dividend growth rate FY1 FY3. Compounded annual growth rate 3.27. Dividend growth rate in 3 years. Compounded annual growth rate 5.19%. The 5-year 5.88%. Revenue growth 9.58%. EPS diluted growth negative 4.65%. Big deal. AFFO growth 3.10%. FFO 3.08%. And then I'll jump to Land. I'll do a Seeking Alpha one over Land too, and this is why I like doing these guys. So I just want to show you guys why I like Seeking Alpha. I just wanted to jump to this one. Look at this terrible dividend growth rate. 0.67%, 0.7%, 1.49%, and then the 3 years 0.55%, and then the 5 years 1.78%. Revenue growth's great, 27.79%. The dividend per share growth is rated at a C+. It's terrible. FFO, great growth, is 10.11%. That's fine. AFFO growth, 8.93%. So I like a higher yield dividend. And then I'm going to show you the dividend history on these two stocks. Here's the past 5 years. The Land has done well against the S&P, which is great. I mean, it's potentially a Roth IRA or traditional IRA material. That dividend yield sucks. I mean, it's 1.60%. Store is below the S&P. That makes it even more attractive. Store's right here in this like aqua color, and Land is here in the blue. So you're seeing Store's not jumping up too fast, but the dividend growth rate is beautiful. And I'll reveal to you the dividend history. I wanted to jump to this part too, and then jump to the dividend history. It hasn't even hit 5 cents in 2021. That's a terrible dividend growth rate. Now, the price per share looks fantastic. It's honestly, my opinion, and again, this is not financial advice for entertainment purposes only, disclaimer in the description, this is a better day trading stock. I mean, people can do options with this and stuff. Dividend stock, a monthly dividend stock, it's slow. I mean, I think it's way overpriced. I mean, you guys tell me on that. But it's 1.56%. Annual dividend is, gosh, 54 cents. Or, I mean, you're not even at $1. I mean, that's the thing that really hurts. Now I'll jump to Store's dividend history. And remember, Store Capital is a Warren Buffett stock. That's one thing that makes these guys very attractive as a dividend stock. They're well diversified. Land is just farmland. I mean, IIPR is just Mary Jane fields and stuff. So that's the one thing that separates Store over Land, is there's a little bit more diversification with Store Capital. And right here is the dividend history, which is beautiful. Look at this, 25 cents. This is a quarterly dividend, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 36, 38 cents. So it is sitting at 33.73 with a dividend yield of 4.45%, 36.96 annual dividend of 154. Looks a little bit more attractive, and it's just about the same price range. And I have one more thing that I'm thinking about doing with my Main Street capital real quick, which I'll jump to. So I have a big decision to make. And again, I invest in crowdfunding, and this is by Generation Genius. They're really not as transparent as they plan on being. And they really changed their philosophy. These guys did movies for kids, like science videos and stuff. And now they're just going to focus on STEM schools. And the way they said in their letter to us or email, they indirectly said we're getting our ass kicked against a competitor that came out of nowhere. And these guys are just going to focus on STEM schools. And I don't like the way that their philosophy has changed. And normally I'm long on stocks, but I have an opportunity to get 1080, okay, and throw it into Main Street Capital. So I'm going to go over that real quick with you guys. Now, first, my monthly dividend income sitting at maybe 118 right now. In Maine, I have 68 shares. So if I have the potential to throw another 1,000 in and get close to maybe 100 shares, because I'm getting 1478, I can really compound and be able to start buying share a piece with this business development company. So their growth rate, their dividend growth rate is pretty attractive. And in my honest opinion, again, I'm not giving financial advice, I think this is the best business development company out there that's a monthly dividend stock. And it has a dividend yield of 5.75%. So let me know what you think of this video. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm trying to do this video. I feel pretty good, energized. I'm not as congested as yesterday. I felt terrible. And literally, I was curled up in a fetal position with a high fever last night. So give me your honest opinion. What should I do with that extra money with that crowdfunding? And again, in my affiliate links, check that out. M1 Finance has a special with $50 if you sign up. We both get $50, and there's other things out there for you guys. Check out my affiliate links if you're interested. So you guys take care and have a good one, and I'm going to post another video tonight, so make sure you keep an eye on my channel. Take care.